Hello.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm Sarah.
Hi, Isaac.
Isaac, nice to meet with you. Yeah, so thanks for meeting me and being flexible with the time. I don't know why I let a call schedule at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, I really have no idea. I was like, okay, who knows? Maybe the person is,
Yeah,
in a
in
different time zone.
Australia. Yeah. I do have some calls, like sometimes I get calls from like UK, Slovenia,
Okay.
South Africa, but I think there's just a glitch on the schedule that allowed
So
that to happen.
you- so you're in Canada and you have the same time zone. You're an hour back. That's pretty.
It's 8:40 here. Yeah, so I'm in Canada, CST time zone.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice. We're in
Yeah.
Canada. We're in.
Manitoba. So like smack dab in the center.
Oh, okay. I don't know Canada well, so I shouldn't even be asking.
Where are you?
New York, like New York, like
Okay.
upstate, the suburbs, upstate. Yeah,
So there's New York and then Toronto is right, like if you're in Canada, right at
yeah.
opposite is Toronto. I am like 20 hours, 24 hours west. So I'm in the center of Canada.
So it takes you a whole 24 hours to drive uh
To Toronto?
from the border of New York, from Toronto, yeah.
No, it would take, if I left my house now to drive to Toronto, it would take me 24 hours to get there. But from Toronto to New York, I think it's only
Yeah, yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know Canada is that big.
Yeah, it's huge. Like I'm to go to the far west coast is 48 hours and the far east coast is 56 hours.
Wow. So it's like the US basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Cool.
yeah. Oh,
I
my
thought I
my
thought it was
headphones just died. 1 second.
no problem.
I've been on Zooms. So weird.
Wow. Were you on Zoom with clients the whole day?
What's that?
You were on Zoom with clients all day?
Yeah, it's been a combination of I did one call like this, and then I also run my own lead gen business full time. So yeah, that's what I do full time. I joined in 2018. Um, I was in the corporate world and then wanted to learn how to make passive income online. Same as you, found this program, had a call, and then I joined, and this is what I've been doing full time ever since. And then I've been coaching, so on these like Zoom calls for about a year.
Oh, so you learned from this company?
Yeah, from Dan and Ipe.
Nice.
Yeah. And I see you're a wholesaler.
I am, yeah.
That's good money.
Yeah, it is, but it's very, very hard. It's like it just you're always on the edge. You're always like I don't know how to explain it. It's just real estate, there's a lot of moving factors. I have to do acquisitions, I have to pull leads first, and then I have to skip trace them, then call them and like do the acquisitions and find a buyer. Whatever. I kind of made a company out of it. I
Mhm.
brought on partners because I didn't have liquidity. And now I'm kind of like always having to answer to partners, and I kind of sold a big portion of my shares because I
Mhm.
wasn't that liquid. But I just want to slow down at some point.
Mhm.
I don't want to always be working or feel like if I'm not going to work, I'm not going to have money.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've been trying for years to learn this game. I did
Yeah.
affiliate marketing. I made a website. I had people like, put in their email and I started storing all their emails and sending them like affiliate links. And I made $0. And I was like, I'm putting so much time into it. I couldn't figure it out basically.
Yeah. Affiliate marketing is hard. It's very oversaturated and you're really just getting a commission, right? So I was looking into that too way back when I was doing my research. For me, why I chose this program was I didn't want to do social media influencing. I didn't want to do physical inventory. I'm a very hard worker, but I want to make the passive, residual, stable, long-term income, which is like work smarter, not harder. And that's what I loved about what Dan and Ipe teach is just like
Right.
SEO is organic ranking online. So you'll build a website, you publish it, and then you do ongoing search engine optimization on your website to get it up the rankings on Google. Once it's there, it's there. There's little to no maintenance on these sites. And that's what makes it passive is like you rent a call tracking phone number. What the website is there. When a call comes in, it gets forwarded straight to the business owner. So you're not answering calls. You're not like the sales that you do is getting your business owners on board. Um, and yeah, it just becomes passive if you do it properly. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously it takes time in the beginning. Like you have to learn the skill set, you got to find a niche, you have to build your websites, and you do have to do your ongoing SEO. So it takes time. Um, but your work is on the front end, and then you can take your foot off the gas on the back end, which is like what I did when I started because I was so burnt out. So I relate to what you're saying, where it's just like always a grind. I get that. I'm not like that anymore because like now I choose when I work, which is wicked. Like it's the best. Um, but yeah,
How many hours a day do you have to work?
it really depends. Sometimes I don't work. I really go with what I feel, to be honest. But yeah, like
What's the longest
well,
you can go without working?
I
Like,
would say like I just
and it won't affect your business. Like
I
nothing.
just really make sure that monthly I am delivering the amount of leads that my business owners are paying for. So I would say you probably don't want to be away from your business for more than 30 days because calls are coming in, all calls are recorded, and then business owners will get emails of all their calls and submission email forms. So they know how many jobs they're getting from you every month. And then I have my own emails and systems. And so they're paying the average is $1,000 a month. I have some people paying $4,000 a month. I have some people paying 400 a month. Depends on the niche you pick, but you just want to make sure that like especially the people that are paying more, if they're paying $1,000 weekly, that they're getting their like 40 leads a month or whatever the agreement is. Um,
How am I going to know which businesses to choose? Like, who helps me with that?
we'll teach you everything you need to know from very beginning to very end. So, I'll show you the training. I'll share my screen. It's unlimited lifetime access. And so you can go through the training as many times as you need to. Um, some people need to restart because they started with the best of intentions and didn't go through the training so that you can restart again and again if you need to. But you're gonna hit start here and then it's self-paced. So you can go through it at your own time. You're gonna hit start, go through the videos from beginning to end. This first beginning part is housekeeping, history of lead gen. We'll show you how to use our Facebook group. That's where we do ongoing live training. And then um, there's lots of ways to make money. This is not a one-trick pony. Like you can do lead generation, which is what I do. It's passive income once you get it all set up. Um, or you could sell websites to business owners that don't have a website, or you can do SEO for business owners that have websites and they just want to get more traffic to their site. So there's a few different ways you can go about doing this. But this part of the training is where you're going to learn how to pick a niche. So how to do your proper market research, how to understand what niche to go into, what not to go into. New York is a large population and can be competitive. So you're going to fill out what's called a due diligence worksheet, break down New York into suburbs of New York with a population of 50,000 to 350,000. That's where you're going to start. Um, brainstorm a list of niches, and then I'm going to get you set up with a gentleman named Shar. He'll go over all of your niches with you to make sure they make sense and that you're not just like wasting time and money on something that you'll never get results in. Um, I will show you how to get some fast results. So with the world of SEO, like once you publish your site and you do your ongoing optimization, you can see results within 3 months to 6 months before you start to get calls coming in. Because we're working with the Google search engines and they have to like verify your content, your keywords and backlinks and things like that. So we'll teach you how to do all of that. Then we teach you,
How much time like do I have to put into it like on a daily basis to actually see traction?
do you know how to build a website? Like, do you know how to do SEO? Do you know how to do a website? Okay,
No.
so in the beginning, that's fine. I had no idea either, honestly. I just wanted to make my passive income and have a good mentor, and then I could learn. That was my mindset when I joined. Um, so we've incorporated, do you use AI?
What was that?
Like chat, do you use AI?
Yeah.
So we've incorporated AI like chat into building our websites. So you can auto generate your websites with AI and it'll pretty much do it all for you. And you can get these websites up really quick, or you can just build with templates. So this is Snaps. This is where you're going to learn how to build a website. I would probably, for you, if you just are looking to get like quicker results, build with AI. And there's apps within Snaps. There's 24/7 support here for you. There's video guides, there's courses if you want to do that. You don't need to take any courses though. So you're just going to pick a template based on the niche that you're going to go into. So we have tattoo studios, lifestyle. I think there's a real estate, but let's go into roofing, start editing, and you're just gonna go through the training, right? So you're gonna write content, you're gonna copy it, paste it into this template. We've got free images for you to use. It's gonna be generic, or you can upload photos of your own. Are you wanting to generate leads for yourself in wholesale real estate?
Um, that could possibly be a good idea, yeah.
It's a little more, I have not done research in your area, but I've done research in other areas. It's a little bit competitive, can be, but it's really good money, right? If you're sending yourself good quality leads every month and if you're closing a few deals off of them. Um,
Right.
so you're gonna just
Or
change.
let's, but you're saying I can reach out to other restaurant owners that can use the who are the ones that pay the most? Is it like restaurants? Is it cleaners? Or how do you find that out?
You're gonna use a lead value calculator and this is all in the training, but you're gonna go based off of the average ticket of the product or service. So bathroom renovation, it's about $15,000 per bathroom renovation here in Manitoba. And 15,000. So if I sent my business owner 10 leads every month, I'd ask them what their profit margin is, 30% closing rate. So if I sent you 10 leads every month of out of those 10 leads, how many would you close? Most people say like 80, 70%, but I always put them at 40%. Um, Total monthly revenue is 60,000 they'd make, 18,000 is their profit. So the monthly bill to this client is high on the 4,000 on the high end or 2,700 on the low end. I always do the high number because I send my leads exclusively to one business owner. So I'm not sharing leads. A call comes in, it gets forwarded directly to their phone line. They talk to the customer live, which increases their closing rate, and that's why I'm able to charge that amount. So you'll use this tool to decide what is going to
How do
make you
you
more
prove
money.
how do you prove to them that it was your call?
With call sling, so it's right here in the training. It's a call tracking software, $6 a month per phone number, and the call gets forwarded directly to them, and they'll hear a little whisper that says this call is forwarded to you from Sarah. And so they know the call is coming from you.
Uh,
So yeah, so you'll
the
pick your
only thing is
niche.
I don't know if I'm that technical, like, you know, there's a lot of technical parts to it, right?
Well,
But if the money's
not
good,
really.
no?
No, because you like with building the websites, use AI. It will help you. And then call slang is literally just forwarding like you enter in the phone number you want the phone number to be forwarded to. So it's very not technical at all. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so you rent a phone number, you get to pick the phone number. So you'll put in like New York, it'll auto generate a bunch of numbers for you to pick from. Pick one, put the forwarding number you want it to forward to, and then you're going to do ongoing SEO, which is like content, backlinks, um, and blog commenting. And then that will get your website up the rankings in Google. If you have more money than time, you can hire out this part of the process though.
I
If you
could.
want to,
To who?
yeah. Well, you can use ePay's services. He does amazing work. He can do your backlinks, he can do your content, he can even do your sales if you wanted him to do that. Like you can
How,
hire out a
mu-
lot of this process.
how much do they charge for that?
It really depends on like how many backlinks you want, but I think it's maybe 1,000. I don't know. I honestly don't know the pricing.
Do you think first I could learn the business a little bit and then decide what I want? Like, how many modules do you think I need to take before I know what I want to do?
Well, you got to pick your niches, right? So you're gonna have to go through the whole training because you got to know the whole thing, like sales, how to get a business owner on board, how to prospect, and what do you charge that tool that I showed you. Like you need to go through the training, which is about 40 hours, if you went through it from beginning to end. But you'll know how to run your own lead gen business. You'll make passive residual income. The average website will generate you $1,000 per month. If you want $10,000 a month, you want 10 websites published. Some are a lot more, some are a lot less, depending on the niche you pick.
So I literally could learn how to create websites, you're saying.
You'll learn how to create websites and you will learn how to do search engine optimization on them so that any website you want to beat out on the rankings on Google, you can.
Okay. I'm
It's a
in.
very powerful skill to learn and know how to do.
Sign me up.
What's that?
I said, sign me up. All right.
Okay.
So tell me, how does that work?
It's 6,860 and you get your first 5 websites will be completely done for you. So,
Six
you will
thousand eight
6,000.
sixty,
Yeah.
And then what do you get?
Me as your coach,
And
first
how
and
much of how
foremost.
much how much of you?
Well, so you have my cell phone number. Anytime you need help, call me, text me. We can meet on Zoom. I always let my students know, like, you have to reach out to me because I used to chase people and it was a lot of time and people were not committed to doing the work. And so I always just say, like, you have everything you need to be successful. When you need help, reach out to me and I am more than happy to help you for as long as you need the help for. But we also have 24/7 support in our Facebook group for you. And we also have 24/7 support for you in Snaps as you're building your websites. We do ongoing live training Tuesdays and Thursdays. So here in our Facebook group, we're live just on the in the Facebook group here. And then any question that's been asked, we've been around for over 10 years. It's all stored in the Facebook group. So we have like 10 years worth of data saved. Type your question into the search bar and then the answer is there for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hour of how many people are on there? 7,500?
Yeah. 7.5 thousand worldwide.
How many people are like part of this? A lot?
Well, so there's 7,000 members have joined since we started in 2014. Some people are actively running lead gen and some people are not, right?
Hmm.
So some people have not completed the training. Some people have gone on to do other things and some people are killing it. Like Jarrett, who's going to be mentoring you on Tuesday, he's making over 50,000 a month doing this.
Wow. So when you say he's going to be mentoring me, you mean Zoom call, Zoom class?
Just right here in the Facebook group, it's live. So these are the last few lives. Here's ePay. Here's Jarrett. So every Tuesday and Thursday at 4:30, we're live on the Facebook group, and then you join and it's interactive. You can ask questions and get answers and talk to Ipe and Jarrett.
And you think what's realistic, like to set a goal like in 6 months to make how much per month?
Um, before
Considering
we were,
that considering that my full time is wholesaling, like I
I think
can't
you
let
should,
yeah,
mhm. I think you should pick wholesaling as one of your niches and generate leads for yourself as one of your niches,
okay.
right? Because how much
Yeah.
do you pay for leads
Um a few thousand
a month?
each.
Yeah, because if you get one sale, it's good money for you. So that is a good niche. Um if you use the lead value calculator, I think I did this with someone a few months ago. They did not join and they are paying too much for their leads and now they're like, hey, I actually need to learn how to do this for myself. So they're back. What is the average ticket of like if you get a sale from one wholesale
Um
sale?
like 88,000, something like that.
Yeah. So let's say it takes time, obviously, right? So let's say you generate yourself 10 leads a month. What is your profit? I think you have high profit margins, right? Or low
Yeah.
profit margins.
Yeah, it's about that. Oh, when you say average ticket of what? Of product or sale service? Well,
Yeah,
that
so
so that's usually a house. But then there's an assignment fee of how much we make. So I
right.
think put 88 as the profit.
So 80
88 as the profit, and then average
get
house.
100% of that profit. And let's say you're at 30% closing rate per lead. If you wanted to charge per lead, 19,000 per lead. Does that make sense off of one house? My
Um,
point is
yeah,
lead generation, you pay a lot for leads. You pay a
yeah,
few thousand per lead, right?
yeah.
So why not generate these leads for yourself? So um one of your done for you websites will be in this niche and will help you to make sure that like you're picking the right area and the competition you're going to go up against. Like you'll do a weekly SEO ongoing to beat out this competition. Um, and then you're going to brainstorm a list of like 100 niches is what I did, narrow it down to 50, use ChatGPT. It will help you go a lot faster. And then you're going to pick 10 and that's where you can start. So you'll get 5 of your websites built for you. And then your other 5 websites you will build that will give you 10. And if you're doing the work ongoing, which is a few hours a day, if you want to do like it daily, you can do like an hour or two a day of SEO, that's fine. Or you can do one day of like 8 hours. It's up to you. Um, Within 3 to 6 months, you'll start to get these calls coming in and you'll get business owners on board, and then you'll start to make your I do weekly payments, but you'll start to make weekly or monthly income from these lead gen businesses. And then if you want to just, I would, if I've
I
never
think
gone into wholesale.
I would have, with, what's his name? Ipe?
Yeah.
I think I would have his group help out with some of the tasks. Um, so I
Well,
guess
what's
one,
your like if you have a bigger budget, ePay, there's a package where he does everything for you. It's 25,000, but he does everything for you, so it's pretty much guaranteed to make you your monthly income. So
wow,
you pay 25,000 to make, I think, over 5,000 a month guaranteed kind of thing. Ongoing.
really?
Yeah.
Um, so, but you just have to tell them what you're choosing, right? Which websites and which niches?
I think he picks a few for you, or you can pick them all, but he will advise and make sure if they make sense.
Right,
So
right.
if you want one to be in wholesale, you can do that, and then he'll pick the other niches. Um, and his team will do it all for you. If
Okay.
you have the ability to do that, that is a good way to do it because while you're doing your wholesaling and things like that, you can kind of like have him working on this asset for you.
Right. I mean, I'm being totally, like transparent. I'm not like, I haven't made it big yet.
Hmm.
I've done like 5 deals in the past like year or so. But being, there's partners is less, like I said, I don't get the whole, all the profit. But that said, I still, think I can do it. Um, just like it's not like money is of no issue. I have, obviously I have 6 kids and, a wife that doesn't work. So I
Oh,
can't
I'm
just,
the oldest. I'm the oldest of six, so I get a big family.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
nice, nice. You the oldest or the youngest?
oldest of
All
six.
the oldest of 6, right? You know what it's like. So that's why I like, yeah, obviously I can't say, hey, just, give me the 25,000 package, even though it sounds very enticing.
Hmm.
Him doing it for you. Um, but either way, I'll need a little more time, I'm expecting something to close this week. Um, is there like a payment plan on
Hmm.
either of them? How
Yeah,
does
we
that
do
work?
in-house or not in-house, sorry. We finance through a third party. And it's
Based on
right
credit?
here. Yeah, based on your credit and your income. And they put together some really great options and they can finance you over like 42 months or something. So they can actually get you pretty low monthly payment if that's something you wanted to do.
Yeah, sure. So send that to me, please. And
I
also,
Mhm.
if you have like a video that's more technical that I could
Hmm.
watch before signing up. Although I love that video that Dan made. Is that his name, Dan?
Hmm.
It's
Dan and
such a
Ipe.
it's such a cool video. It's like I felt like I was watching a movie. The
Yeah,
one that he sells, he says his story and everything. But
yeah.
if you have one that's more technical, like just so I could see a little bit more of what's being done, what's being taught. But you don't have to. I'm just saying if you have.
I'll send you the link to Snaps because that's gonna be, you can check out Snaps.
Snaps is your
Um,
company. That's his.
that
That's
this is
not,
where we build our websites. And they built the software for us. So this will be like the technical part is building your websites.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Snaps is where I'll be doing most of the work.
Yeah.
What about the SEO and is also through Snaps?
Well, Snaps, your SEO is going to be like internal linking, and then you're going to be writing content that you're going to be putting into pages on your website, and then you're going to be doing backlinks and things like that. So yeah, a lot of it is through Snaps.
Okay. But you're saying like when you started, were you intimidated like to do this?
Yes, but I was like, I'll do whatever. Like I can learn it. We can learn anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can learn new languages if we want to. It's just as long as you have the training and a process that works, you can learn it.
How long did it take you before you started making like passive, decent income? Few months?
I did fast money strategies in the beginning. So I built websites and sold them to business owners that didn't have websites. So I made 5,000 my first month, but then passive, it took me a minute to like be disciplined and show up for myself every day, right? Because I was still working full time and it over I would say like 7 kind of months before I started making some consistent money.
Okay. I mean, I'm patient. I just want to make sure that I'm gonna actually do something with it because it's very alluring. There's so many businesses being thrown at us and there's coaching, but
Hmm.
you want to make sure that you're actually going to do something with it. Um,
Hmm.
the fact that, you reached out and you told me your cell phone number, that was, was like one small thing that made a difference to you guys. See that you really care and you really want to help. Instead zero. Um, but yeah, okay, fine. So I guess let's stay in touch. Uh,
Okay.
and send me, I guess, the links for the financing to
Okay.
try to get approved. Now, do I get approved only if I'm signed up, or I could just try to get approved without?
Yeah, so you'll go through here this information, and then the total amount you'll put in is 6,860. They'll let you know what you're approved for. You'll select your plan, and then however months they give you a list of options you can choose from, and then they will deposit the money into your bank account. And then when your money is in the account, let me know. I can run your credit card, and then you get your done for you sites and you can get started as soon as you're approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My phone might die, so if it does, just know that I
I
didn't
won't
hang
be
up on you.
offended then. I'll be like, rude. Okay, let me just what's the best way to get a hold of you? Because I know you're messaging me on WhatsApp, right? So is your text?
Yeah, you have both my text or
Okay.
WhatsApp. I'm good on both.
Okay, I'll just probably message you through text.
Okay.
Um, okay, I'll send you that information